Hunter, why are poor grocery shoppers so much worse than like any other demographic?
Because they try to steal.
Well, I'll explain.
Okay.
Uh, I had to
Food
let go.
stamps.
I had to like let three different jokes go through my head when you said that. Um, so today we made like a last minute game time decision to have pizza for dinner. So I had to stop on the way home and get pizza. And typically, like at our old house, there was a gas or not a gas station, a grocery store less than a mile from our house. So I just shoot around the corner, hit the grocery store. Well, now we've moved to a nicer house in a nicer neighborhood, but it's more secluded. So there's not a grocery store just within like convenient distance. So I had to stop at this Walmart that is on the way home from work that I make a point to never stop at unless I have to because it is like the poor Walmart. It's like the second worst Walmart in the entire city. And
We have that here. I know what
I
you mean
almost got in
100%.
so many fights. Like I go to Walmart all the time. I'm not like above Walmart or anything like that. But this Walmart, so many like don't take this the wrong way, anybody listening. But these big ass Mexican families of like seven motherfuckers taking up oh, sorry, I'll get back to that. Taking up like a whole aisle. Like seven people in this family just walking down the middle of an aisle, walking like toward like they see me coming, like they don't make any move to like let me through. In one of like the main aisles, you know how like Walmart has like main aisles that are like bigger than normal. So I'm like walking on like the main aisle of Walmart. There's a dude in one of like the wheelchair carts just parked, not on like a side, parked dead center middle aisle, just scrolling on his phone. And
That
then
would infuriate me.
so like I'm walking up towards this dude, like right at him. There's a family walking up, or like not him. There's like three people walking up behind him. I make a move to go around him. They move the same way, and then like don't move to like not hit my cart until like the last minute. Like I'm walking around this dude. Like the self awareness of in poor WalMarts is unmatched. Like, and it's not just like oh, it's Walmart. Like no, go to like a suburban Walmart and it's not the same way.
Exactly.
It's only what is it with poor people that don't know how to act inside a Walmart?
Let me guess. Was there security also patrolling the parking lots?
I didn't see any this time, but I have seen it before at this location.
Is it called like Brosnan Security or something like that?
I don't know. It's just like these like white cars with like a sticker that I can't read on the side and like one
Ours are.
single blue light on the top.
Yeah, ours is like a black truck with red like decal, and this Brosnan Security in red letters. It has like a little orange flashing light. And it's just a fucking giant Dodge Ram that goes up and down every
Yeah.
fucking. Like if you're gonna have a security, you can get a more fuel efficient vehicle than a goddamn Dodge Ram.
Oh, so do you ever go to like if you're driving through like a lesser part of town, like stop at like a gas station in like like a worse part of town, and they'll have a security guard at the gas station that just like sits outside.
Mm-hmm.
There's by my old gym. I'm at a new gym now that's in a nicer area, but my old gym was like right on like the line. So like OKC is like very divided. Like you can be in like the nicest part of town, $1 million neighborhood. I'm talking like there's this neighborhood that just popped up out of nowhere. Me and Jade joked that it's like a cult because like there's nothing around, and then there's just one neighborhood in the middle of nowhere that's like the cheapest house is like $1.1 million. You
Man,
literally drive south from that neighborhood and cross the next intersection. Every store sign is in Spanish and like bars on the windows.
it's a lot like that on the east side of Conroe.
So my old gym was in that area, and the gas station by that gym had a security guard that would sit outside, like just outside the front door in like a lawn chair and just sit there. and he had like a security vehicle, but he just sat in a lawn chair and like watched the parking lot. And he wasn't armed. Like every time I would walk by, I would like check to see like, is this guy armed? Like, what's this guy like? He's just like monitoring everybody. No, he's not armed. Like he's like in full uniform. Like if you didn't know anybody, you'd think he was a cop. But then like you look at his belt, and it's just got like pepper spray. Like that's all he's got on his whole like duty belt.
Right. Kind of like
But
mall
yeah,
cop.
literally, I was in this Walmart today for I got two frozen pizzas, um, and like a couple energy drinks because Jade works this weekend. So, uh, I mean, like, I was in this Walmart for 15 minutes. I had probably at least four or five people as I'm just walking down an aisle in a straight line, almost walk into my cart.
That's why if I don't have to get a cart when I go to Walmart, I won't.
I
Anywhere
just didn't
really.
feel like carrying big ass pizzas around.
And plus, I know in my head that like if I see shit, I'll buy it because I'm an adult. I have
Yes,
the money, and so I won't get a cart because I know I'll start filling this cart with bullshit that I don't fucking need. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna like checkmate myself
I
here.
did that. Thankfully, the things that I like looked for, oh, well, I'm sure I should look for this. They didn't have any of it.
I'm so bad with like grocery shopping. Like if I'm going for a quick trip or in and out for something, if I have to grab like condiments, I'm so bad about love trying different sauces.
Yes. Oh,
I'm so
McDonald's
fucking
or
bad about that.
McDonald's. Walmart is the worst because now, at least the like neighborhood Walmart around me now has like a $1 sauce rack, and they're little mini like travel sized sauces, and I'll buy five.
Boy.
Like I went into this Walmart twice, like once like twice in 2 weeks. Like one weekend, skip a weekend, the weekend after that. I bought nine sauces. I spent
God
$9.
damn.
But you think like, oh, they're a dollar and like they're little samples. So like it's like you just grab like three or four, and then like you do that again the next weekend and like, oh shit, I just spent $10. Like
Damn. But the best like sauce that I've found, at least hot sauce, is it's HEB brand of course. It's meaty in the and it's a habanero hot sauce, but it's not like super spicy. It
mhm.
has like the smoky flavor. It's so bro. I will mail you one. That shit is so. I'll mail it with your hat.
Have
That's
you
like
ever
I'll mail
had
you.
Melinda's?
Yeah, it's okay.
So well, they have like a million
They have a
different
bunch.
sauces.
Yeah, I know.
So
Like her brand, like her flavors are okay.
their Mexicana sauce is bomb. But what I just found this week, their jalapeno ketchup is one of the best spicy ketchups I've found.
I'm not huge. If it's a spicy ketchup, I don't want like. How do I explain it? Like I want black pepper ketchup. Like that's the kind of ketchup I like.
Mm.
It's weird.
Melinda's makes a ghost pepper ketchup. I haven't tried it, but
That wouldn't be the same.
Jade has gotten into making her own spicy ketchup that like she prefers over like anybody else's spicy ketchup. She just takes regular ketchup and then puts Frank's Red Hot on top of it and mixes that up.
Mm.
That's her go-to spicy ketchup.
I've been liking sriracha a lot lately too. A lot more.
They make a sriracha ketchup. Have you tried that? It's pretty good.
I'm not a huge ketchup person in general.
Okay, well, never mind.
Typically,
I
if I
fucking
eat
love
ketchup,
ketchup.
it's with it's with like the shredded hash browns, like real crispy ones. I'll eat ketchup with that.
Mm-hmm.
If
Mm-hmm.
I'll get a weird craving sometimes for scrambled eggs and ketchup.
Yes, I've been on that this week.
Okay, thank God. I was like,
That's where I
this is a
discovered.
ticking time bomb.
No, that's where I discovered both the Melinda's Mexicana is bomb on scrambled eggs, and the Melinda's jalapeno ketchup is amazing with some scrambled eggs and cheese.
I'm trying to find a good green sauce that I like. That's what I'm trying
Yeah,
to find.
Melinda's green sauce I'm not crazy about.
Because I love green sauce with breakfast.
Ooh,
Green sauce and orange sauce.
have you tried Yellowbird?
No.
Comes in a yellow bottle.
Uh-uh.
They have a Serrano hot sauce it's like a green sauce. It's
Ooh, I like
very good.
Serrano.
It is very
I
good.
have some ketchup in there. It's not bad. It's a ooh, shit, excuse me. It's a Cajun ketchup. It's like my emergency dip if I need something. If I'm out of the shit that I want to use, I'll use this Cajun
Like
ketchup.
I'm a very normal ketchup consumer. except for like this week with like my scrambled eggs. Oh, like hash browns, like shredded hash browns, like you said, gotta have ketchup. And then for me, tater tot casserole. I will freaking
Ooh,
slather that shit in
I don't know
ketchup.
about that.
You never had tater
Um,
tot casserole?
I mean, yeah, but not with ketchup.
Oh, you gotta have ketchup.
That's weird.
What do you mean? It's tater tots.
And meat and I don't know.
Yeah, it's
At least be
good.
like, at least when I like Pat Mahomes and putting that shit on steak, and
Yeah, that's too far.
I would fist
Like I
fight
said,
somebody.
as much as I have sat here and gassed up ketchup for the last 5 minutes, that's a bridge I will never cross.
What kind of steak sauce do you like?
I'm not an A1 guy.
Neither
I
am I.
if
Thank
I if
God.
I,
I'm so glad you said that.
honestly, I'm not a steak sauce guy, but like gun to my head, callback. If I had to
Oh
choose,
man,
I know it's been like 2 years since we did
I
that segment.
know.
Gun to my head, if I had to choose a steak sauce, I'm going Heinz 57.
That's a good one. That's my second. I don't see. My thing is like the only time I'll use it is if it's like a tough steak, like a sirloin, or if
Yeah,
it's
and even like
like
Heinz
if they
57.
fuck up a sirloin or like a New York strip, I'll
Yeah,
use it.
I prefer Heinz 57 more on like a grilled chicken breast even than like
Yeah,
a steak.
that. God damn it! You're fucking reading my mind. That's where I'm taking you. I was gonna say, have you ever tried? You know how people like braise chicken with barbecue sauce and grill it that way it adheres and gets that real thick, sticky glaze on it. Do that with Heinz 57, and it's so much better than barbecue
That
chicken.
does sound good. I'll have to
It's so
try
much
that.
better. But for like steak or like a hamburger steak, see, I don't. I like for a hamburger steak, I like steak sauce instead of brown gravy. I'm weird. So
Really?
fucking good.
So
It's so good.
there's this restaurant by my hometown that they were like big on their they didn't call them hamburger steaks, but it was a chopped sirloin, which
I've
basically a
heard
hamburger
that.
steak,
Yeah.
and they would just serve it with like a side cup, like it was one of like the little ketchup cups
Hmm.
of liquid smoke. Yeah, it was intense. Like it was a pretty
And that shit's
like
concentrated.
yes, it is. And like people like the regulars at this restaurant would get their chopped sirloin and just take I've seen people ask for extra liquid smoke and get like 2 cups of liquid smoke and just dump that shit on their steak. Yeah, dude,
Bro, that sounds like indigestion.
dude, it's aggressive.
Jesus. Anyways, my favorite steak sauce, Lee and Perrin's. That shit's so fucking good.
I was literally about to say Hunter's gonna name some steak sauce I've never heard of.
You haven't heard of it? It's a popular
Mm-mm.
brand. Really?
Nope.
Look it up real quick. It's LEA and then like ampersand and Perrin's. I think it's Perrins.
Fuck is my mouse? LEA
Yeah.
and Karen's.
Did it
Oh,
populate
I've
for you?
seen that. I've seen that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a fancy looking bottle. That shit's
I've
so
just
good.
never like read the label.
Try it, brother. Try it.
Yeah, I've
I'm
seen
telling
that
you.
before. Um,
Make
what
it
else?
or like a burger. Put that shit on a burger with some mushrooms, grilled onions. Whew.
Uh, while we're here, welcome to episode 127. If you haven't figured it out by now, I'm Gooch,
I'm Hunter.
and Wiz will not be joining us this week. Wiz is going through another mental health crisis. He's choosing his wife over his boys.
I was wondering where you were heading with that. I was like, wait a second. That's not what's going on. The only thing that's funny with the situation is that he's the one that said let's reschedule for Thursday.
Yeah, well, and then also let's not skate over the fact that he said his wife is leaving to go out of town on Saturday, so he's gonna see her tomorrow.
Yeah, I
And
think she's going out. I think she'll be gone for a week, so I kind of understand that.
okay, that's fair. But also, because I asked if y'all could record Friday because I'm off tomorrow for Good Friday, and
I'm
Wiz
not.
said he's off and you're not, so we didn't do that. So Wiz is off all day tomorrow.
Ashley's probably not.
I mean, you don't know that,
That's true.
and I mean,
Fuck, I didn't even think of that though. God
you
damn
would
it,
think if she's
Wiz.
gonna about to be gone for work for a week, it wouldn't be that crazy for her to be like, "Hey, can I like have Friday to? It's a holiday. Can I just
Can I have Good
chill?"
Friday off?
Yeah, I'm about to be gone for a week.
Damn. Damn.
Good. Wiz flaking on the boys. Okay, so we skipped last week. Um, and so I have like 3 weeks worth of stuff piling up in
We
my notes.
wait, did we skip last week?
Yes, we did.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, we
It's been,
skipped.
bro, life been kicking my ass lately.
Um, so first and foremost, March Madness. We hit our 20 member goal for March Madness, and my bracket got beat to death in the
We
second round.
didn't we didn't skip last week because we did the fucking March Madness shit.
Oh, that we skip the week before that?
Yes.
Okay, that's okay.
I
That's right.
knew I wasn't tripping,
That's
bro.
right.
I'm
That's right.
sitting
That's
here
right.
like we skipped.
Anyways, yeah. So we're in the Sweet 16. I did okay in the round of 64. I think I was 12 for 16 the first day, which no complaints there. Didn't do as good the second day, and then the second round tore me up, and I'm now sitting in 13th place out of 20. Hunter is sitting in 19th place out of 20, and the guy that's in 20th forgot to fill out his bracket.
You're can't get last.
And then Wiz, where's Wiz? Wiz is in 11th. Wiz is 10 points ahead of me. Um,
You wanna know
our
why I did so fucking bad? Is because whenever we got done recording, I went and sat my high ass on the couch and made my bracket, and it was like, you ain't be all the fucking way, baby, and like it made him advance like I think 2 3 rounds. I think three.
um
It was bad. Don't smoke and make brackets.
ahead of us, I should note this. Social media manager Colton is in second, but he has Purdue winning it all, so he's not going to stay in second.
What did they
Bryson,
lose?
no, not yet,
Oh,
but they'll choke. Bryson is in first, and then people that are currently ahead of us. My boss, who had Kentucky winning it all, and he lost his champion in the first round, and he's still ahead of me, Hunter, and Wiz. Um, Ashley Koloff, Wiz's wife, is ahead of all three of us, and Caitlin, our you may remember Darian, our longtime guest slash fourth co-host. Caitlin, his maybe not side piece, is currently in third place.
I was wondering what line you're gonna walk there. I didn't know.
I'm a catch. I'm a catch heat for that one tomorrow when this drops. Um, yeah. So it's not going good. Yeah, and then so we need to talk about this. Starting in the conference tournaments, we
Okay.
started the trademark super nuclear quit your job hog squad parlay.
Is that what it's
What
called?
That's what Casey dubbed it, the first one that we
Oh.
did that you blew for us. So the idea is
God
everybody
damn.
in our group chat
I
picks
blew. Like I'm the only fucking leg that lost.
picks
I was the
one
first
game,
leg.
just any bet. You just pick a bet, and we all chip in a designated amount of money, and everyone has to hit one bet. So in theory, it's better odds than just me putting together a 12 leg parlay
In theory, yes.
because everyone just has to pick one bet. Like how hard is it to pick one bet to hit?
Right.
So we did it for the conference tournaments, and Hunter lost Sam Houston State in an absolute heartbreaker. Up like double digit lead the whole game, chokes it off in the last like 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So we lost that one.
Came down to the final second.
So I prodded everybody to do another one for the round of 64. I mean, 32 games. Surely we can find 12 games that we like in 32 games. Bando picks BYU money line minus 500. Gets ridiculed when he sends his pick because it's minus 500 in a parlay. These Mormon fuckers. Literally first game of the March Madness tournament. So I got to talk about this. I watched this game. These crackers So for the whole
These
time,
goddamn saltines.
this is a Division One Power Five basketball team coming out of the best basketball conference in the country. These 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 boys. For the entire time that I watched
Oh,
the
they're
game,
white. Never mind.
I said, yeah, don't. It's not that kind of voice. Uh, for the entire time I watched the game, BYU had maximum 2 African Americans on the court at all times. Like there were never more than 2 African Americans on the court at the same time against Duquesne, an Ivy League school. Um, and then so they're getting their asses handed to them. We're in the group chat tearing Bando apart. Jackson Robinson, God bless him, the one and only person on BYU that knew how to play basketball. Shocker, black. Goes on a 10-0 run by himself. He's the only one that scored for either team for like 2 minutes. Ties the game up 60-60 with like a minute and a half left. Brand new ball game. Minute and a half, 60-60. This motherfucker did not touch the basketball for the remainder of the game. And BYU lost. And we also need to talk about 2 players.
Number
BYU.
fucking 50 is
Yes.
one of them.
Which I'm pretty sure his last name is Khalifa. I'm pretty sure his first name is Al. Al Khalifa. Yes. Worst basketball player I've ever seen. I mean, this dude is a starting Division One Power 5 basketball player that I am confident I would bet everything I have. I would bet the title to my truck, the title to my wife's vehicle. You name it, I would lay it on the line that I could beat this fat motherfucker one-on-one. In less than 30 seconds of gameplay, this motherfucker threw a pass that touched nobody. Threw a pass that went straight out of bounds. Literally did not touch a defender, did not touch his teammate's hand. Just threw the pass. The next thing it hit was the scorer's table. They go down. Duquesne bricks a 3. He comes back down, says, fuck it, let me cook, and launches a 3 from the top of the key, air ball. Brother, we're down 12. Like
that's why he's shooting a 3.
And on this dude was playing the worst basketball I've seen since the YMCA. And he played like 35 of 40 minutes. He was on the court all the time.
Jesus.
So that's I literally have in my notes for this anti-Mormon rant. We should have never bet on the Mormons.
Mormon rants.
Let's see. I've got so much stuff in my notes. We gotta go over. Some of this stuff is just like not topical.
Not topical.
Did you see the video from a week or 2 ago? I guess it was last week. So we recorded last week of the tiger that was loose in Florida. Someone went to like the lake by their house, and there was like tall like grass by the like lake shore, and there was just a tiger chilling.
What the fuck?
Bro, full grown. Like this thing was mature. You know how fucking scary that would be?
That would scare the fuck out of me.
I would rather see 20 alligators in my driveway than one tiger.
Absolutely. Because at least you can run in a zigzag pattern, get the fuck away from the alligator. A tiger, that month you're done. I mean, that motherfucker wants to kill you. It's done.
That's literally just like the only reason that the guy that posted that video is still alive is because that tiger decided for him to still be alive.
Yeah, that tiger's like, I don't feel like it.
I already ate 3 kids. I'm not very hungry for you.
I don't eat my dessert yet. Come back around in about 2 days.
Dude, I saw that video. That shit was crazy. Speaking of stuff I saw on social media, I saw a headline. So I don't know if you listen to Joe Rogan, but I do.
No, I
So
don't got
he
4 hours
has
to sit there
this
and listen to it.
recurring. I listen. I see. I have all day at work to just listen to stuff. So like Joe Rogan is like my last resort because I know like if I listen to every other podcast that I have in rotation, I can just throw on 4 hours of Joe Rogan to just fill my ears.
Right.
So he has a recurring guest, and it's this guy that runs this organization that works on helping people who were wrongfully convicted. And if this guy finds a guy that like was wrongfully convicted and has like an intriguing story, he'll take him on Joe Rogan. So he was just recently on Joe Rogan like a month or 2 months ago with this guy. And the thing about this guy, like the special thing this episode was that this guy wasn't innocent. He wasn't wrongfully convicted. He did what they said he did.
Mm-hmm.
But he got like he was like a like chronic like drug charges, drug possession, drug dealing, just drugs, always drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of told his story about how the system messed him up and caused him to turn to drugs and blah blah blah. And then he ended up getting hit with like a life sentence for drug dealing. So it was like he wasn't wrongfully convicted, but he was like overcharged.
Mm-hmm.
So he like talked about how and they got him released. This organization went through and was like, listen, like they threw the book at this guy, like he got a life sentence for something that people aren't even getting 20 years for nowadays. What he did isn't even illegal in some places now. So they released him. A month after the Joe Rogan episode came out, he got arrested for homicide. Committed murder. I'm just saying, if I was the judge, I would let him go on Joe Rogan one more time before he goes to prison.
Like, that is crazy.
Like, imagine if you're Joe Rogan and like you have this guy on to talk for 3 hours about how the system failed you and the system did you wrong and you didn't deserve what you got. And then 30 days later, Joe Rogan's like, God damn it.
You had me in the first half, I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
Damn.
Okay, so I got
shit.
a couple things in here to ask you that I need your take on. So this one,
okay.
two of these I wish I would have had for the conspiracy episode because they would have fit very well. So the first one, the moon. Have you ever looked at the moon?
Yeah.
Have you ever looked at pictures of the moon?
Yeah.
The moon is just riddled with craters, covered.
Yeah.
Like the entire surface of the moon is covered in very large craters.
Yeah.
I mean, think like if they're large enough that we can see them with a telescope you can buy at Dick's Sporting Goods, that's a large crater.
Yeah.
Yet asteroids almost never hit the Earth. What are the odds that the moon is just getting assaulted by significant asteroid strikes? But when's the last time that you remember the Earth even having a close call?
You cooking right now? Like...
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Like I'm sitting here trying to. I'm like,
because
I'm trying to think. I don't have an answer.
The moon is covered with craters.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking covered.
The Earth never gets. I mean, like the Earth gets hit by asteroids, but like
not crater-causing asteroids like that.
The Earth,
unless they fall in the ocean.
If the Earth got hit with an asteroid that left a crater the size of my house, it would make national news.
Exactly.
And these are craters that you can see from space.
I've never fucking thought of that.
And
unless it was just like one random meteor shower 1,000,000 years ago.
That's not possible because the moon is round. Well, I guess we don't that's not fair. We only see one side of the moon. You're
like, that's a different conspiracy.
Anyways, the part two to this, the next level of this is like you said, the moon is so much smaller than the Earth.
Exactly.
So how are we just not catching any of these?
It has its own. I'm trying to. How does? I know it rotates the sun too, so you'd think not the sun. It rotates the Earth, so you'd
The
think it'd
moon
be fucking
does.
hard. Yeah, so you'd think
Yeah.
it'd be hard to fucking hit. Also, that not only Earth is rotating the fucking sun, but the fucking moon
Yeah.
is
No, I'm
rotating the
with you.
goddamn Earth. Yeah, like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any. It makes my brain hurt thinking about it.
I don't like it.
Okay, so while we're here, so this one I like have like stories to tell you. So I'll tell you right now, like the headline for this in my notes, what I have written down is alternate dream realities slash fourth dimensional travel. Would you care for me to explain?
Say it again.
Alternative dream realities slash fourth dimensional travel.
Explain.
So, the fourth dimension, are you familiar?
No.
The fourth dimension, depending on who you ask, is commonly
You talking about them
described
chairs at Regal?
as time. That's
Okay.
4DX. I'm not talking about the chairs with fans and water jets that squirt you in the face. So, anyways, so there are stories, multiple. I mean, you could just type in alternate dream life into, and it'll go take you to Reddit, where people have documented going to sleep and waking up in a alternative reality, that a dream. It's like you ever like lucid dreamed where like you realize that you're in a dream but you don't wake up. Have you ever heard of it?
I've heard of it. I've never
People who can
experienced
like
it.
control their dreams and are like,
Yeah.
okay, with that, and then like it lasts like all day long. Whereas like normally like a dream lasts like not very long,
Mm-hmm.
and then they go to sleep expecting to like wake up. But then like the dream keeps going, and like there are people who have recorded like supposedly living months, if not years, in their dreams, to the point where like their dreams are so realistic that they just kind of like accept this is like their new reality. Like there's one story that I read about a girl who lived two or no, not 2 years. She like she lived long enough to like meet somebody and get pregnant and raise a son. And then like one day she just woke up for real. And like it wasn't like she was like in a coma or asleep
I was about
for
to say,
like
was she not in a coma?
no, one night. Because like it's like they say that like the normal dream, like when you go to sleep and have a dream, even like if you have like a really detailed dream that you remember that like felt like it lasted minutes or hours, that dream in your brain lasted max 5 seconds. But yeah, so this girl had this like whole basically life with like relationships and like raised a child and like had a job and then woke up the next morning like nothing ever happened and just had to go back to her life. And like she talks in this story that she wrote about um like having to like mourn the loss of this son that she convinced herself was real.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like other ones of like people, I'm sure you've heard it, like salvia, smoking salvia. So there's a famous story of one of Joe Rogan's buddies smoked salvia on a podcast and spaces out for like 30 seconds. And like everyone's trying to get him to like snap out of it. And after like 30 seconds, he like comes back to and said that he held on air that he was gone for 6 months. Like he spaced out off this salvia into like an alternate reality in his head and lived for 6 months in like a different timeline. Until like he said it was like he said it was real. I mean, like I said, it was day in, day out, every day, like tasks and decisions for 6 months. He said that it was like an alternate reality where like people like had evolved to live underwater. So like he was living in this like underwater society. And if you look up the footage, like he comes back to like when he snaps out of it, like after like 30 seconds, he's like struggling to breathe because like his body had like convinced itself that it was underwater. And so
What the
so the fourth
fuck?
dimension comes into this. So some people hold the theory that the fourth dimension that like these timelines are real. Like don't think Marvel, but like the multiverse theory. Do you know what the multiverse theory is outside of Marvel?
No.
Okay, so the multiverse theory, not related to fucking Spider-Man, is that our universe is just one universe and that there are infinite amount of universes with infinite timelines. So like there is there's a a universe out there since it's infinite, like infinite possibilities, infinite outcomes. There's a universe out there where COVID never happened and like which never or like which never caused Dunn and Drew to open their Discord and I never joined the Discord to become one of the fantasy football members and then we never met and started a podcast.
Mm.
Just multiverse. Um so the fourth dimension is like the idea that that is real and that is the fourth dimension. But since we are three-dimensional beings, we cannot access that fourth dimension. We are not consciously able to like comprehend that because we only exist in three dimensions. But when we go to sleep and our brain switches over to like subconscious, that barrier between the third and fourth dimension gets weaker. And that basically those like alternate realities that people talk about experiencing for like extended periods of time are like sneak peeks into those alternate realities and alternate dimensions.
Bro, I want this shit to happen to me.
That sounds terrible, dude.
It does, but I want to experience it.
Life's hard enough, and you want to live years worth of a fake one in one night.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave the. Just know if I mentioned something like that in a suicide note that it fucking happened.
Look,
And
I was
believe me.
literally about to say like, this is like some like. Do you ever see the movie The Number 23 with Jim
No.
Carrey?
No.
God, you're so young.
Bitch! You're like 2 years older than me, aren't you?
I I always think that it's like 2 or 3 years, but I think it might only be 1 year. How old are you?
26.
Okay, I'm 2 years older than
I'm about to be 27.
you. Okay, I'm like 20. I'm like 1.5 years older than you.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So the number 23 is like Jim Carrey. It's not a comedy at all, but he plays this guy who gets like obsessed with this theory that like the number 23 is controlling his life. I'm explaining it real bad, but and yeah, it goes crazy. It's like the same type of deal, like you were saying, like in a suicide. I was literally thinking that before you said it. Like that's the type of shit where like if you got obsessed with it, you could like if you were able to like convince yourself like this is like an alternate reality, like this isn't real. I'm just experiencing this. Like I need to wake up. Like bang.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whoopsie, wrong. Like I was wrong. 0 for 1. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Shit.
Um, I like how I brought this up right after we decided you weren't gonna get high on the podcast anymore.
Oh, I am high. I hope you know that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean
that's
that's
why
best case scenario.
it's really blowing my mind right now.
I'll give you a layup after that I just served you. Um, you ever see like like in like something written down, i.e. as like for example,
Yeah.
like it's like someone's explaining something, they're like, i.e.
Yeah.
Houston.
Yeah.
So do you know what that stands for? I
I've
found out the
never
other day.
known.
That's Latin for id es, which means that is.
Huh.
Just a little fun fact.
I like this. I like this drunk Gooch after an angry awful
Well,
turn
dude, I've
at a
had this stuff
shitty poor
building up in my
Walmart.
notes forever. Um,
This is fucking wild shit
I had
having your
one more.
notes
Oh,
for.
the last thing that I have. This is the last thing I have in my notes. Um, have you ever seen the picture slash meme that circulates every now and then about MJ and LeBron at the beginning of LeBron's career played in like a scrimmage, like a pickup game,
Mm.
and there's a picture of MJ and LeBron on the court together playing in like in a pickup game, and like what's clearly you can tell is like a practice gym. And supposedly it was like this big deal that MJ and LeBron played in this pickup game together. But there's no footage. No one talks about it. No one knows the outcome of this scrimmage. Like nobody knows what happened in this scrimmage, but everyone knows that it happened. And there's at least one picture of it that always
Yeah.
circulates. So I say conspiracy. This meme that I saw, the conspiracy is that in the meme it says the two greatest players of all time played in a scrimmage together, and there's conveniently no footage of it. No footage of the scrimmage that could settle the debate once and for all.
Right.
And then they said if MJ had or if MJ had cooked LeBron, that footage would be live streaming on Netflix and HBO Max. And they said you guys you should all know what LeBron did to that old man.
Eh.
I just thought it was interesting
Eh.
because it does seem like there could be some validity depending on who
I
has the footage.
I like the
Now,
Wilt 100-point game conspiracy better.
that is a good one. Did we talk about that?
I think we dabbled on it.
Yeah, that's a good one. That there's just no footage at all from the
There's a
100-point
fucking
game.
piece of paper,
Yeah,
Wilt's,
right.
or holding a piece of paper that says 100 on it. We're supposed to take your word, buddy.
Yeah.
You're telling me there's not a stat sheet anywhere out there? There's not a radio recording?
Well, and like the fact that that game just like conveniently at the last minute got switched to like an alternative like neutral site location.
Like, it's fucking weird. It's fishy. Fishy, fishy. So is that all your notes?
Yeah, that's all. That's enough dabbling and rambling.
Fucking if a normal person saw all that shit out of context, not knowing you had a podcast or like it was
Oh,
booked or
dude.
anything, they would
Like
be like, "What the fuck is going through this guy's mind?"
so this is the headline. I'll read you the headline.
Or they think it's normal because it's Oklahoma, but
No, the headlines are poor Walmart intro. If the moon is riddled with craters, why hasn't the earth been hit? Joe Rogan guest murder. Tiger in Florida. Anti-Mormon rant. MJ LeBron scrimmage conspiracy. Alternative dream realities / fourth dimension. And i.e. id s that is.
I.e. is I.e. Jesus. That's so wild out of context.
Yeah.
Looking at just having fucking anti-Mormon rant and then Latin at the bottom.
Yeah.
Fuck, what else? What else is there to talk about? I don't even fucking know.
Well, it's opening day.
It's opening day. Yeah, Astros lost. Cardinals. How'd the Cardinals do?
We got our dicks pushed in by the Dodgers, which I knew was going to happen.
Yeah.
Bando's hopeful, but we are not doing shit this year.
You're not a very hopeful fan.
I'm a realistic fan. I know.
I feel that though. I'm
like,
the same way.
Like if we have even like a glimmer of like possibility to even like compete for the division, I'll buy in. But like, I mean, I may be wrong. Come like July, we may be in the hunt, and I may change my mind. But like as of right now, the chances realistically of us being top 3 in the division are slim. Our pitching, like, we have hitters like Paul Goldschmidt, obviously MVP caliber. Nolan Arenado, one of the best third basemen in the game. Nolan Gorman, Tommy Edman, both like up and comers. Our pitching is so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Miles Mikolas has just like never proved himself. Steven Matz, I've never really been impressed with Steven Matz. Our big free agency signing was Lance Lynn.
I know that fat fuck.
Shit hurt me. Cause like, and we like pitching was like the thing. Like everyone in like in free agency said like we're gonna spend on pitching, and we were in like the talks for several like big pitchers, and we didn't get.
Y'all got Lance Lynn.
Yeah, that's sick.
Is he even good? Like I don't even. I know
No,
last year
he's
was
old
abysmal.
as fuck.
I know he's old as fuck.
I feel like we got somebody
He looks
else.
like a divorced dad, depressed.
Oh, Kyle Gibson is our other starter.
Oh, I didn't know Kyle Gibson was in St. Louis now.
Yeah,
He
our
wasn't.
rotation
He
is
wasn't bad last year.
our rotation is uh Miles Mikolas, Steven Matz, Kyle Gibson, Matthew Liberatore, and Lance Lynn.
I mean, I guess Mikolas is his best pitcher if they have him
Yeah, he's
pitching
our
like
eighth, which is sick. We're fucked.
the.
We did get Matt Carpenter back, which was nice just from like a morale perspective.
Bro, 2 years ago that man was hitting dangers. I dumped his ass off when you even left.
Yeah, I
I
was
was
gonna
laughing.
say he did okay for
I
me down the stretch.
Yeah, but after I traded him to you, he broke his fucking foot, and I was like, oh,
Oh,
thank
did he?
God.
I
Yeah,
don't remember
I was
that.
like, thank fucking
Oh, I
God.
forgot. We signed Brandon Crawford. Which
Brandon Crawford from the Giants.
yeah, I would have been so excited for that in 2016. I love Brandon Crawford. I grew out my hair in college because of Brandon Crawford.
Ew. Just 8 years too late.
Yeah, right. I mean
Eight
that's
years
the
too late.
story of like the Cardinals. That's our MO.
I guess I was paying attention to Presley being a setup pitcher now. I could have swore we're just gonna run two relievers, like alternate nights, like Hader one night and Presley the next. That way we can at least keep him healthy the whole season.
While
Fuck.
we're talking baseball, let's talk Wiz thinking that he was hoodwinking all of us, getting the steal of the draft, drafting Jackson Holiday in the eighth round of like a what 27 round draft. I mean, like fairly high. I mean, like eighth round of a
I thought it was fourth
MLB.
round.
No, it was eighth round of a fantasy baseball draft. Like that's a starter. Like you drafted him as
Yeah.
a starter. Drafted Jackson Holiday. The motherfucker's in double A.
Not even triple A. He's a fucking double A.
Yeah. And Wiz, like, when he found that out, his rebuttal was, I was high on Baltimore this year. You were high on Baltimore this year and didn't know their starting shortstop.
he's treating like it's a fucking dynasty draft. That'd be you could pick at a baseball
Yeah,
dynasty.
that would be a phenomenal eighth Jackson Holiday eighth round of a dynasty draft would be phenomenal.
I bet baseball dynasty would be bonkers.
Yeah.
That'd be. I would not even.
Oh, so
That'd be
actually, I
too
know a
hard.
guy. I know a guy who did one. He actually just dropped out. He was in it for like 10 years and dropped out. And like they had like it was a salary league too.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was like
I
it
can't.
was
I can't. That's serious. I can't be doing
dude, it
that kind of
was
shit.
crazy.
Yeah, that kind of shit's rough. I can't. That's rough.
I feel like salary would be cooler in a dynasty setting.
I mean, yeah, because
It gives you like one more aspect to manage.
exactly. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be opposed to doing it for NFL, but I mean, I don't. It'd be like years from now if something dies, like below 500 fantasy league. If that dies, I'll replace it with a dynasty. I ain't tripping. Or if we turn Hawk Squad into a dynasty league.
We already have a Hog Squad dynasty league.
No, we don't. It was
It,
outsiders in that.
okay, yeah, but still, it's
There's outsiders in that one, boy.
Hog Squad is the foundation of that league.
True. We're the backbones.
I need to get Casey to let go of one of his first round picks.
Oh, I ain't even thinking about. If I start thinking, I'm not gonna pay
I've
attention to that shit till after the
already
draft.
I've already started scheming on how I'm gonna get a first round back. Like just like I did last year. I went into last year like I went into the week of the draft last year with no first or second, and then went into the draft with the third and fifth overall.
Hey, didn't Quinn Ewers stay in school?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yes, he wanted to play in the SEC.
Okay, that's what I thought. Want to get this fucking wheel spin out the way?
Yeah, let's do it. This shit is sick.
Fucking UFL wheel spin. Here we go.
When does UFL start?
Saturday.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's right. Saturday.
Hold on, let me get my wheel up and then share my screen. Come on. Where's my cursor?
Let's try to get Colt to go first. Okay. He's the only one that hasn't gone first.
You gonna call him?
You want me to? You always do. I feel like you always miss out.
I called him last week.
Yeah, I know. I've called everybody the last 2 years.
That's true. That is true.
Bitch.
Hold on.
Like Wit. Sounds like Wiz whenever he's asked to edit.
I know.
I wouldn't say
this was when we were audio only too. And like, hey, can you edit this with GarageBand? No.
I completely understand my part because I'm really nitpicky and the creative and shit. And like, oh shit, are you doing it? I can never hear it ring.
I know. I like hold it directly up to my mic and still don't hear it.
Listen.
You don't. Oh. You don't hear that?
Oh, I did a little bit. What the fuck?
This dude's not gonna answer again. And it's gonna piss me.
Has been get your voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
All right, we're gonna try Wiz while we wait.
Yeah. No. Fuck that.
Who goes first?
I won last year, so I guess it should be me.
Okay. The bad part is like I don't know what of these teams are good.
I don't either.
Especially since now like the XFL combined with the USFL.
I think isn't that kind of what happened? How this started?
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's how this started. No, I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about XFL and UFL.
Oh.
I'm talking about how teams started. We don't know shit about teams, so we're just gonna pick what sounds cool.
That's true. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
We are
spinning. We're fucking spinning.
Wow.
Fuck, Roughnecks, baby. Fuck.
You keep them?
No shit, I'm keeping them.
All
Thank
right.
God. I said don't call Wiz.
All right, I'll go ahead and go.
Damn, I had Arlington last year, and I
won
with
for St. Louis. My first choice is St. Louis.
Oh, isn't that old McCarran? Hey, they won last year.
I was about to say Arlington, Bob Stoops. I'll ride with Big Game Bob.
Big Game Bob won the big game, motherfucker. Yeah. He had barely made the playoffs, so I'll tell him that.
Me and AJ McCarran riding it out.
Oh, is it McCarran that's the quarterback?
I think he
there?
left for the NFL.
I'm pretty sure he went back to go play.
For Arlington?
For a team. I don't know.
Is who? All right, hey, we're spinning UFL.
Okay.
All right, you're
It feels so weird to be on this end of it.
Should I tell him who has who?
No.
Okay. You don't get to know what teams are off the board. All right, here goes your first spin.
Wait, y'all know what teams are off the board.
Too bad. I mean, you'll know which teams you spin. You spun the St. Louis Battlehawks.
Please spin.
Okay. I don't know that I would have done that. But...
Ask him who he wants to spin.
Who would you like to spin?
The Houston Roughnecks.
All right, let's see what you get.
Michigan
the best Panthers. I can do is the Michigan Panthers. Also, Hunter spun Houston first spin.
Yeah, fuck him.
All right. Well, we'll see you later. Try to get hold of now. Bye.
You can hear the fucking pain in his voice.
Best I can do is the Houston Panthers. Or Michigan Panthers. So.
He said, whatever. Well, Hunter spun Houston first spin.
Colton, if you don't answer this phone call, we're taking your social media logins away.
Oh my God, brother. That shit was funny. That dude was hype. He was like, "Oh, Houston."
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
That was
Tuesday.
the worst fucking sketch impression I've ever heard.
I'm not doing the voice.
Sorry for cussing. Family
can't
friendly.
do. And my girl's over.
Call has been
All right. So if anybody's interested in a social media manager position, one just came open.
I was hoping you picked that up. I said that last night and Darren didn't catch it either.
We
The
doing
one
this
where
bullshit
said-
spin, backup spin?
sure.
All right.
Wait, did you take the Panthers out?
Yes.
Okay. There was one where it was whoever he was playing against said, my girl's over here. And Sketch said, "Oh, I thought you were babysitting."
Yeah. Yeah. I got bad shotties all around me. It's a weird thing to say to daycare, brother. Okay, I would love, since he don't want to answer his damn phone, I would love to stick him with the Birmingham Stallions, but I won't do it.
No
So
shit.
first choice, Birmingham Stallions. If he spins St. Louis,
I'm gonna laugh if he lands the Stallions again. Damn it. No,
Nope.
Memphis Showboats. That's awful.
all right, so he gets the Birmingham Stallions or the Memphis Showboats.
Damn. We just showed our blank ass fucking
I know.
template for the episode. No, just thoughts. Go.
I mean, we talked about the moon for 20 minutes.
Oh shit. So are we gonna talk about what we dislike about each other now, or what?
Yeah, so listener question, not our listener, but listener question.
I got the giggles like a motherfucker.
Was what is you guys' biggest pet peeve about one another? And a podcast that shall not be named was too pussy to do this question on air, and I said that me and Hunter will step up to the plate.
Yeah.
So Hunter, you seem to have yours locked and loaded, so I'll let you go ahead.
Damn.
And go first.
It's not really. See, he's not that bad. Like I fucks with you. Like
Well,
you're cool.
I sent the Zoom invite, and Hunter accepted and joined the Zoom and came on and was like, "I know what I'm saying for your pet peeve."
I didn't say it with no context.
It was pretty quick.
It was no context because I thought you were gonna say something about Wiz because you were like, wait, don't say anything. I'll talk about Wiz on air. Was it about the baseball thing?
Yeah, it was just him, just Wiz during baseball season.
See, in my mind, I thought you meant like a thing you dislike. So I was like,
Yeah, I dislike Wiz during baseball season. Wiz
That's a
is
good
a
one.
thing I dislike.
My thing with you is you aggressively troll.
That's true. I commit to it.
I dislike like normal trolling. Like if you look at me, Darian, Angela, whenever we're trolling, it's just like normal casual banter, but like snarky ass comments.
No, I will.
You're
I
just
will
like,
commit to a bit.
bro, you go in, listen to you stupid fucking bitch, and I'm
So-
like, God damn. Like,
The
I
thing
can't.
about
The
it-
lines are so blurred.
No,
I'm
you're
like,
100% right. Because the thing about it is like it becomes like a character.
yes,
Like
bro,
when I
you
like
would-
make my
your
mind up.
friend is in NXT right now. You should be there.
Like when I make my mind up to like go that route, like I said, it's like a character that I'm playing that I like separate. Except for today we go. I know where this is coming from. Today I posted a video that was talking about who is the bigger pop culture it girl right now. Tate McRae, who I have been very public about my attitude towards, or Sydney Sweeney. Who, I mean, everyone knows what's going on there.
Honkers.
And I truly posted the video and I was like, this is like the hardest question I've ever been asked. Like I was
Costume cannons.
very much on the fence until
Nuns,
everybody in the group came out
fat knockers.
full guns blazing against Tate McRae. And I was like, okay, now like this is what we're not fixing to do. Like I'm fine to have a healthy debate, but slander and
you were
defamation
in
are
a,
not going to be
corner.
tolerated.
You were in a
Yeah,
corner.
so I was like, okay, like I guess this is how this is going. Like I just have to put my Tate McRae tinfoil hat on and go balls to the wall on this. Like it's me against the world, and so I just went for it. And like I was like I told Hunter he had a shitty sales job. Like
Brother, you're posting screenshots of me having to deal with children. But by children, I mean people arguing over whether we should add stolen bases and take away runs. Like fantasy baseball statistics, people were bitching about all day. I'm the commissioner. And I'm like, bro, I'm fucking annoyed. This is so fucking stupid. I hate repeating myself because I did all day. Then you're posting that. You're like, oh, you don't get mad? I'm like, brother, that's not mad. That's annoyed. That's like a nerd.
So I will say this, like you know this about me. 90% of that was a bit. Now, like sometimes I will admit I have in the past committed to bits too hard to where at a certain point I start to wonder if it's a bit anymore. But like no, like with that, like I was never mad. I don't appreciate Tate McRae slander, and I stand by all of my opinions.
That comment was funny because you know why? I low-key see it.
So the comment being what I haven't brought up yet, there was a comment made during this altercation by an anonymous source that said that they would not pick Horseface McRae over Sydney Sweeney. And that was the point where I was like, this may not be a bit anymore. Like, I may have to swat somebody's house over that.
Damn.
Yeah, like that one, I was ready to like get blocked, lose my job. Like, I was ready to cross some boundaries when I saw that.
Shit.
That was like, you know how like around 9/11 or after 9/11, all the like Taliban kind of came out talking about how all the like manipulative stuff the U.S. government had done in the 90s that like radicalized them against America.
Yeah.
Yeah, that comment was my Desert Storm. Like, like I was just posting something for like conversation in the Discord, and then like we hit a point where we weren't playing anymore. There's no more allies if you're gonna go with Horseface McRae.
That was funny as fuck. That shit. That Derek killed me on that.
I wanted to kill Derek.
All right, your turn, bitch.
So I said this. I didn't even like think.
Promise
of
I
one
won't cry.
necessarily. Okay.
Promise I won't cry.
Okay. I mean, there's a couple layups I could go with, but they wouldn't be funny or necessarily true.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay, where did you turn your camera off? Turn your camera back on.
I was waiting for you to notice. You're just looking down the whole time. I'm like, I'm not crying. I was hoping you weren't gonna say. I was hoping you were gonna say it without looking up, and I'd be like, I'm good. I'm not crying.
Feel like in the background here.
No, you just hear.
Yeah.
Just
Like-
sniffles.
The Stewie gif. Okay. Good night.
Okay.
Okay. My pet peeve of yours is your fantasy sports superiority complex.
I have it bad.
This motherfucker thinks he's goddamn Billy Bean on the ESPN fantasy app.
Everything except for football. Everything except for football.
Yes,
I mean,
and that's what pisses me off the worst because
I
it's
suck at
sports
football.
that I don't give a rat's ass about. This motherfucker will text us at 8:30 a.m. on a Tuesday morning in all caps because he won a regular season fantasy hockey matchup. And it won't even be against me. Like, I could have won my fantasy hockey matchup that week, but when I see him get that excited and emotional, it makes me mad.
I'm super, super competitive. That's why. And not to mention, not throwing shade, but you haven't won a belt. You don't know
I
what it's like to
haven't.
have
Which, to be
oh,
fair, the only ones I've tried for are the football belts.
brother, aren't you in the hockey playoffs?
I got beat out first round.
Yeah, I did too because I fucking missed. So I'm going to.
I truly believe that
Wait,
I
no, the
could
hockey
have.
playoffs just started. I'm stupid. We got knocked out of NBA playoffs first round.
Oh, okay. I don't know
Hockey
if I made.
playoffs just
I don't know
started.
if I made hockey, but I truly believe that this
And
year.
you were talking so much hot shit at the beginning of the season.
Oh, I started the season 4-0. If I could set my lineup for a full year,
like Casey did.
I would have been a top 3 seed in hockey this year and potentially had a chance to win a belt. Likewise,
But the only thing that pisses me off about hockey, I forgot one day to set my lineup, Tuesday, and it cost me the entire week.
last year in baseball, I had the best baseball team last year. Every week that I set my lineup for the whole week, I won.
Which is crazy. You're a baseball guy. You'd think
Yeah.
you'd be into
No.
this shit.
I draft good baseball teams every year. So okay. Wiz's pet peeve is that this motherfucker will just say shit with zero thought behind it.
Bro, my pet peeve with him was like last night. He tried gaslighting me with the draft last night. Yeah, he tried gaslighting me last night in the draft. But I drafted Giancarlo Stanton like in the middle of the rounds, middle of the draft, and he's like, Stanton this early?
Yeah, it's
and then later on I found out
12th round.
Yeah, later on he's like, damn, Hunter, you want Stanton?
It's a fucking. That's the thing. Like I said, he will just say shit with zero thought behind it, and convince himself that he is cooking.
And then the funny was Rooker, because I drafted Rooker and he said, Rooker this early? And then it comes to his pick 4 picks later. He's like, I don't know who to pick. I was gonna get Rooker. I'm like, fuck you. What do you mean?
Yeah. Oh my god, you reached for Stanton already? Wiz, you drafted Jackson Holiday 3 rounds ago.
I wish I'd have known that last night. And then Darian turns his camera on for like 5 seconds, and his dog's just aggressively fucking him.
His female dog, by the way. That was wild.
Fat ass nipples just swinging while she's fucking him.
Yeah, I wasn't in the video chat, so I didn't see any of that.
Bro, that shit was funny. Oh shit!
Hold on, I want to go look at something.
No, you 100% right though, because I'm way too. It's my competitiveness that does that. So I'm like, fuck you, pussies. I won. But I try to talk shit to the people that are also invested into it. So like, obviously you don't give a shit. But if it's Christian, I'll talk shit because he cares. I don't talk shit that I fucking destroy B. He don't pay attention to that shit.
Where's it at?
Colton's just fun to talk shit to, because Colton is a rip off shit you never heard of.
Trying to do a little draft analysis of Wiz's Jackson Holiday pick. Where's his team? Why can't I find it? For some reason, I can't find his team on here. Did he change his team name? Oh yeah, he did. He did change his team name to some stupid ass name. Yeah, this dude drafted Jackson Holiday in the 9th round.
That's fucking hilarious.
So yeah, he drafted Jackson Holiday in the 9th round. So I got, after Wiz drafted Jackson Holiday, just me, I got Max Muncy, Nolan Gorman, Christian Javier, Lars Nootbaar. Actually, the only notable ones that would actually make a difference. Trying to look at other people who drafted after Wiz took Jackson Holiday. Where did it go? I mean, with Justin Verlander. Wiz got Justin Verlander after Jackson Holiday.
Did he?
Yes.
That's funny.
Garrett Cole, Shane Bieber,
That was
Chris
both me.
Sale.
Me.
Yes.
That was all me.
So in consecutive rounds after Wiz drafted Jackson Holiday, Hunter got Garrett Cole, Shane Bieber, Chris Bassett, Chris Sale, and Giancarlo Stanton.
and then he's like, Stanton this early? I'm like,
In
bro,
the
he's gonna hit
15th
fucking
round.
He's gonna hit bombs in that goddamn lineup. He's gonna be an RBI machine.
Over halfway through the draft, got on you for reaching for Stanton 6 rounds after he drafted Jackson Holiday.
That makes it even better.
Yeah.
That makes it even better. Damn, I forgot. I just remembered a joke I was gonna say whenever you're going on your bit about committing, or you're committing to your bits a little too hard. You don't know if it's you or not. I was gonna say, be like your friend. Do you have Oakleys, right? Or do you wear Oakleys? Okay, I need you to like go try out, beef up, train, pull up to Shawn Michaels at NXT. Okay, walk up Oakleys.
This is going.
You're gonna be the Oakley, okay?
Okay.
You just gonna fuck motherfuckers up. You're just gonna be the sassiest motherfucker out there.
I don't think they're gonna let me have Sydney
Oakley
Sweeney
Okie.
debates on NXT on Saturday nights. There's gonna be like a tag team match going on in the ring, and it cuts to me and who's like a big name NXT guy.
Carmelo.
Okay, it's gonna be cut to me and Carmelo in the locker room, and me in his face. She's not even a good actor, bro. Carmelo's gonna be screaming in my face. She built a Ford Bronco. That shit was so dumb. I don't know why y'all are clinging to that.
I'm at work. I was just like,
I was at work
I don't
too.
give a fuck. I was like I come into
Angelo-
Discord and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Angelo like posted that initially. Like that was like a kill shot. Like I was just never gonna come back from the fact that Sydney Sweeney is mechanically inclined.
That like literally 30 seconds after you send a message, I'm like, that aged poorly. I'm like, obviously it didn't age. It's goddamn instantly, like right after.
Yeah. Like, do you know who Amiri King is?
Who?
Amiri King. He used to do like Twitter videos and YouTube videos and stuff.
No.
Oh, never mind. You won't get the joke. He made a video about like girls bragging about like they're able that they can weld, and he was like, "Cool." I'm like, what's that gonna do for me? He's like, you gonna weld my laundry clean? You gonna
weld me a sandwich?
Literally, he's like, you gonna weld the dishes in the sink? You can go in the kitchen and weld me a sandwich? That's like,
hey,
Angelo posted that.
I bet her condiment lines are nice, brother.
Angelo posted that picture of Sydney Sweeney supposedly working on a car, like it was just the end all be all of the conversation. Like, cool. Like, ain't no carburetors in my bedroom. Like,
bitch, help me clean out the closet. It's not a goddamn carburetor.
I told Derek, I was like, cool. Like, it's like, my truck's under warranty. Why do I need that? Back to players that were drafted after Wiz took Jackson Holiday. Blake Snell, Reese Hoskins, and Charlie Morton.
Bro, I was so pissed off about the Reese Hoskins pick because I'm in VC, and the entire time I'm like, bro, Casey, don't do it. Casey's not in there, so I'm saying it's me, Angelo, and Wiz and Darian all in here, and the first it's 2 picks. I'm like, all right, cool. Don't take Reese. Don't take Reese. He picked a pitcher immediately. I'm like, all right, cool. Don't take Reese. Don't take Reese. Don't take Reese. He used the entire clock in the very last second, took Reese Hoskins. And I just fucking fell to my desk. And everyone's like, I'm so sorry. They were like, that's fucking awful, and dying laughing. Fuckers.
Christian. I had no idea that Christian. So my goal in the draft was to get both Cruz. Are they brothers? I heard someone say they were related, and I just kind of ran with the fact that they're brothers. They may not be brothers.
That's racist as fuck.
Well, no, like I heard someone say that they were
I'm
related.
not saying you are. I'm saying like
Yeah.
whoever's saying that is like, oh,
But yeah,
they're
so
both Dark and Cruz.
I heard that Ellie Cruz and O'Neal Cruz are related. They may not. I don't know. But my goal in this draft, I had the 10th pick, was to get both Cruzes because I love O'Neal Cruz, and then Ellie won me over last year. Didn't so Juan Soto fell in my lap at the 10th pick. Had no clue he'd be available at 10. So I had to take him. And then I convinced myself Ellie was rated lower than I thought he should be. And I thought maybe some people would just like go by the rankings and that I could snag Ellie in the 3rd. So I went Austin Riley in the 2nd. I was like, I can get Ellie will be there. Like he's low enough. People aren't seeing him. It'll be okay. Casey snipes him from me. And I was like,
bitch, because I panicked because that's who in my 3rd round pick. I was the top of the 3rd, right behind Casey.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna get him. He took him. He sniped me. I panic picked Gunnar Henderson. I was like, I don't want this motherfucker. Mainly, you know why I didn't want him? Because of you. I saw Gunnar.
Shit on him.
You talk shit on him. I was like, fuck this. Gooch will love this. I can't do that.
I literally just pulled that name out of my ass.
Him and Michael Harris a second. I saw Michael Harris a second there for like 5 rounds later. I said, nah,
dude,
not doing it.
I saw
not
Michael
doing
Harris,
it,
and I literally like had my cursor on draft, and I was like, I can't do this just for like the comments that I'm gonna get. If I draft Michael Harris after I flamed Darian for drafting him, it's not gonna be good. But yeah, so I got sniped on Ellie. And like I passed him up thinking he would come back around to me, and he didn't. So then I reached for O'Neal Cruz. I drafted O'Neal Cruz in the 3rd round. But I was like, I'm not playing this whole season without a Cruz on my team.
I mean, that was a good pick.
He hit a home run today. He hit a home run today.
I know. Like, do you think that Wiz was trying to draft Yonder Diaz? Like, do you think?
I don't know the story behind it.
Like, I thought he was. I 100% believe he was because he was like on the hype train for him last year. Hold on, he was on the hype train for him last year, and so going into this, I'm like, I'm gonna have to fucking fight Wiz for this dude. Like, I wholeheartedly believe he's gonna want to get him. I don't give a shit about being like wanting people or homers. I mean, but like that's one of the only Astros I have. Him and Ryan Presley. That's all I have. I don't give a shit. But I wanted Diaz because last year played half the time as a fucking catcher and still was one of the top catchers in home runs. And now he's a full-time starter. Then the math is mathing.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'm gonna have to reach for him. So I had to reach for him a few rounds early just to be safe. And I guess Wiz never mentioned or paid attention. And
oh no,
I start fucking with him. So I'm like, you want Yonner, Wiz? You're gonna draft him? He's actually playing it cool. He's like, I'm fading Yonner this year. I'm fading him. I was like, okay, well, it's whatever. I already drafted him. I think it was like 8th round. I was like, I already drafted him. And he's like, you did? I'm like, yeah, I took him earlier. Oh, he's gonna regress. And I'm like, I think he wanted him.
I just don't see Wiz saying that about an Astro. I just don't think Wiz...
I believe his hatred with Pena because Pena's gone over almost 300 or over 300 days without a home run.
I just don't think Wiz has it in him to just be like, oh no, this Astro's not gonna be good this year. Like even Pena, I don't think you could get Wiz to say Pena is ass. I think he would be like, he's okay, he's just underperforming right now.
I see it.
Like, he's so much of a homer. Like, did we say this on air or off air? Yordan Alvarez hit a single, and he texted and said, "Colton, I need Yordan Alvarez. Name your price." And so, of course, I had PTSD flashback to having Chas McCormick on my team last year. So I immediately go, "Oh, wow!" And this was like early opening day. So I was like, "Wow, Jordan just hit like the first home run of the year. If I go Astros box score, Jordan Alvarez 1-for-1 single to left field. I was like, Wiz, get it together, brother.
This man hit a single and he just starts salivating like
this man hit a ground ball by the second baseman, and Wiz said, "I need that immediately."
That's cool. You need it now. You're really gonna need it in July whenever he's on the IL.
Also,
Like...
had no clue Ohtani's not pitching this year, which is good.
I had no idea about that either.
Because there was like a millisecond of thought when I had the 10th pick of Ohtani, because it was Soto, Ohtani in the rankings, and I was like, I could take Ohtani, but I'm just nervous with the investigation stuff. That was what steered me away from Ohtani.
I would be pretty nervous about that too.
Because some of the stuff coming out don't look good.
Soto was a good pick.
At
Soto
10,
was a good pick.
Amazing pick.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
I mean, that's no skill on my part. That's just I was Soto there at 10.
Yeah, playing in that
cupcake ass ballpark that he gets to play in now.
Well, Darian had to reach on Corbin Carroll because he was trying to go for steals, and so he reached on Corbin and then somebody else.
I don't give a rat's ass about steals.
See, I try to keep my mid-round targeted on steals.
I mean, I have a couple guys that I have a handful of like probably 30 steal, like 25 to 30 steal guys, but I'm not going to win any matchups based off steals.
I saved my mid-round for steals, so I got George Springer, Nico Horner, Ha-Sung Kim. I think Gunnar Henderson's decent with steals. I could be wrong. Actually, I am wrong. He's not. I feel like Jonathan India's good with steals. I don't know. Yelich was good with steals. I got him. And plus, Milwaukee or Brewers Park is fucking tiny. It's hitter friendly.
So our batting categories are runs, home runs, RBIs, runs created, which I don't know the whole formula, but it's like walks plus total bases times.
It's algebra.
Yeah, but it factors in like walks plus total bases times like at bats divided by hits or something.
Mm-hmm.
It basically just is like calculates the offensive value of each plate appearance.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, fuck it. Runs, home runs, RBIs, and OPS alone. I was like, give me home run hitters. Like, fuck it. Like, power. What do I need stolen bases for? Because one home run equals one run, one home run. Did that show up for you? That's
what the fuck?
YouTube viewers will see that. I started counting and gave a 1 on my thumb, and it throws up like an AI generated thumbs up emoji.
Yeah, what the hell is that? That was fucking.
So yeah, a home run.
What happens if I clap?
Nothing.
What? I know on Google, if you do 2 thumbs up, it does like confetti. Ah! There it is!
Oh, fuck.
Fireworks. Oh shit! You need clipboard? There we go. Anyways,
as I was saying.
Yeah, wait, hold on. I know Google, they do hearts too. Ah! There it is!
This is wild. We've been doing this for years. Literally.
And just found this out. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so.
Is this year 3 or 4?
I think we've completed 3 years. So we're in year 4.
Yeah, that's right, because we started this right after I met Hallie.
So.
Like 6 months after I met Hallie.
I said, give me home runs. Because if one of my guys hits a home run, I get a run, a home run, at least 1 RBI. It helps his runs created, and it helps his OPS. So, like, the only thing I don't get out of a home run is a stolen base. So,
I mean, in essence, it's good, but also you gotta be careful because the power swingers also.
I'm well aware.
They'll tank your fucking batting average. Let me tell you.
Well, thankfully, we don't calculate that, or we don't count that.
No, wait, no. Oh no, I'm thinking of fucking. Hold on.
OPS.
I think so. It'll fuck your OPS because Schwarber was fucking me last year. Like, he was hitting bombs. Don't get me wrong, but he was tanking my OPS.
And I always am okay on pitching because I'm always able to like manipulate whip K per 9 and saves and holds.
And also, that also comes apart whenever like they have a bad night at the plate because they just fucking swing at everything. It fucks
Yeah.
your RC also.
Yeah. Yes, like I went very one-sided on my fantasy baseball team this year, which was evident whenever they generated the final projection, the season-long projections, and I was projected 60 more home runs than the second place team.
But everybody's in the 300s, and then Gooch is in
Like
400.
second place is 377, and I'm at 438.
I saw that. I was like, God damn.
Which you know what doesn't make sense to me? How Wiz is projected first, and I looked and based off the screenshot he sent us, he's not projected top 3 in like any stat.
Yeah, that's wild.
It doesn't make any sense.
And right now he's on bye week, so he's just fucking twiddling his thumbs.
I know. Like, and he literally draft ends, he changes his team name, and then immediately, I can't believe I have bye week first week. This is gonna be miserable. Today games start. Oh, it feels so good to have bye week 1. Once again, back to pet peeve. Wiz saying shit with zero consideration.
I think it's. I don't know. I think it's just Wiz, though. I love him. That's just what it is. That's just who he is.
I know, but the man just don't think. Like,
Hey, I be doing the same shit a lot.
The man
I catch myself.
gives himself the permanent green light. Just lets it fly.
Have you seen my team name yet?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I had to look and see if you even had Marcus Simeon.
I did. I need to tell people I'll make logos for them this year. I love doing that shit.
Well, so I looked at the
tell me
logo
a team
too,
name and I'll cook.
and the logo was like so simple. I was like, damn, he put some time in on this logo. That was a lot of copy and pasting that you had to do.
No, I went copy and paste, and it was duplicate. Because on once I did the first head, I can just double tap duplicate and just shrink. And it's just a bunch of pinching. That's all it was.
Yeah.
That's what took the longest was all the pinching. Because I got one of those. I cheated and got one of the easy picks off Google Images that has like I can't think what it's called, but the background's already gone.
Oh
yeah,
the
off.
Transparent.
Yeah, transparent one.
The other thing that I'm upset about with baseball is ESPN Fantasy counted that bullshit Korean series they did like a week and a half ago. So I started this week's matchup, which only runs for the next 3 days. It only runs through Sunday.
What?
Yeah, the first matchup ends on the 31st. And I started in an 0-5 hole because I didn't have any guys that played in the Korean series, and Christian had like 4.
Yeah, he's a Dodgers fan. Thank God me and Bryson were tied 2-2-7.
Yeah, and so like I'm fighting from behind for the next 3 days, and it pissed me off.
That's pretty cool that they included it, so we do know that in the future.
It's pretty not cool because I'm going to start off 0-1.
Well, yeah, that's pretty not cool for you, but for the other 12, this is going to be weird adjusting to a league that has 13 people.
Yeah, bye weeks are going to be weird.
Yeah, it feels really weird. I also I got to figure out a way because it is an uneven amount of bye weeks. Some people will have more than others.
We already talked about this. Just
What?
change the matchup link, which you can't do now. But
Yeah, you can. You can shorten the season.
how many people have 2 bye weeks?
I think half of there's going to be 6 people that.
I mean, you'd have to shorten the season by a month and a half.
I know. Either that or we extend the matchups, and I really don't want to extend matchups because that'd be really awkward. I'm not trying to have 2-week matchups either.
Well, no, what you do is, how many people are there? 13. How many matchups are there? I'm already up.
20-something.
Schedule. Fuck, it doesn't give me numbers. Just make it 26 matchups. And then
How many matchups are there?
I don't know, but
There's 23. 26 there's 26 total matchups. That includes the playoffs.
okay. So make it 26 regular season matchups and shorten the matchup period. That would give everybody 2 buys.
Why the fuck would I shorten the matchup period?
so that you don't have to extend the season, so that it takes the same amount of time. Because right now, the regular season ends on September 2nd.
Which is...
Or no, it ends on September 8th. It starts on September 2nd. So just adjust it to where there's 26 matchups, but then adjust the matchup length to where the regular season still ends on September 8th. So you don't extend the season, you just adjust the schedule. Does that make sense?
I can't adjust the regular season matchup length. I can only do the...
God damn.
Yeah, I can't do the weeks per matchup. Plus the minimum is 1.
Oh, fuck.
So, but I can change the number of regular season matchups, and then we could possibly do 2-week playoff matchups.
Well, either way, you're only going to get even bye weeks if it's divisible by 13.
Why can't we have 13 matchups?
That's going to be long. It's going to be like 3.5, 4-week matchups.
No, I'm saying, like, listen, we have
13 members.
Okay, we have 13 weeks. So that's 3 months, April, May, June. And then whenever playoffs come, we do 2-week playoffs.
So playoffs start in July. Good luck getting people to get on board with that. Playoffs start at the All-Star break.
See, we can't do some shit like this over text. We have to be like on a Zoom call. Like, we gotta plan a fucking time.
I know, but I'm telling you, like, that ain't gonna work. You're gonna have like 3-week matchups.
So, hold on, let me think
Or
here.
I think it would technically be 2 weeks. If you did 13 matchups, if you did 13 regular season matchups, 2-week matchups, then you'd be good. But you can't change the length of matchup, can you?
Nope.
Did you already say that?
Yep.
Oh yeah, then we're cooked.
Yeah, we're cooked, buddy.
All right, then we'll just.
Oh wait, it says reset schedule. There's a button to reset schedule. Hold on. What is check this box.
Oh, you're gonna fuck this up.
Check this box if you wish to overwrite the matchups in your current schedule with the default matchups given the schedule selections on this page. If you leave it unchecked,
this is brutal radio to listen to.
Your league schedule will be contracted or expanded to fit these selections and your current head-to-head matchups, but your schedule may no longer be balanced.
Episode 127 title, ESPN.com fine print.
I'm going to do that too.
Okay. The algorithm is not going to treat you kindly.
I don't want to reset the schedule, brother.
All right, well, we can hash this out off air. So that seems like, I mean, we're an hour and a half in, so
yeah,
that was an interesting. This episode took an interesting journey.
This motherfucker is a roller coaster. So fucking strap in, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
All right, thank you guys for listening to episode 127. If you're listening to this on audio, go catch it on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. And if you have a listener question, as we've clearly shown, throw us a listener question so we don't got to poach listener questions from other podcasts. Comment, DM, text message, USPS us your listener questions. And tune in next week to see if we read it on air. Thank you.
Awesome. Bye, motherfucking bitches. Motherfucker.